Have you ever seen bows look just like dragons? They have a wide open mouth at the bow and a scaly tail at the stern. Along the riverways, lakes, and rivers of Central and South China, huge bows, some up to 100 feet long, arrive on one of the hottest days of the year to challenge each other to race. It's said that the Dragon's Bow race are held to remember the river search for Qu Yuan, an ancient patriarch and a poet who lived over 2,000 years ago. Dragons are protective, powerful, and full of good tidings, so the bow race are one way of spreading good luck. After the race, everyone spent the rest of the day looking at the martial art demonstration, watching street theaters on, snacking some sweet buns, 粽子, then set off the firecracker long into the night. The day of the double feast days of the fifth month, draw to a close and the cycle of the seasons. Move from the growth of the winter and spring. Dong, Chun, the young season, Yang, to the quiet of a summer and autumn, Xia, Qiu, Yin seasons, Yin. The Dragon Boat Festival, 端午节, honored Qu Yuan, Chinese earlier snow poet. He served as a loyal minister to the king, but no one would listen to his advice on how to keep peace, and he was told to leave the kingdom forever. He became very sad and wrote a beautiful poem about his life and hope while walking along the river bank. That's the last anyone ever saw of him. The people got into their boat to look for him in the river. They never found him, so they threw rice into the river for his soul to eat. But Qu Yuan didn't always have a chance to eat those offerings. This is the story that tells why. There once was a fisherman who went to the river every day to fish. Each time he cast out his net, he sprinkled a handful of rice over the water to feed the river spirits. One day, he went to the river and tossed out his offering of the rice, but he didn't catch a single fish. Instead, he heard someone shout, "I'm hungry." The next day, he threw out a few extra handfuls of rice. He started to fish, but was startled again by the voice saying, "I'm hungry." The third day, he took a whole bag of rice and began casting out his net, threw all the grain into the river. Then he heard the voice again, only louder still, "I am hungry." Suddenly, in full daylight, he caught sight of a man who called himself the poet, Qu Yuan. "What's wrong?" the fisherman cried. "Aren't you getting enough rice?" "No," Qu Yuan said. "A hungry dragon is eating all the rice. He has the eyes of a rabbit, the skill of a crab, the claw of a hawk, and his voice is like the cleaning of the pots and pans. And when he's not eating, he plays with a bright, clinging pearl in the middle of his mouth. He's always following me around, and he's really quite a pest." "What can I do?" the fisherman asked. "Seal the rice with a bamboo leaf and tie it together with a different color thread, green, red, yellow, white, and black," Qu Yuan instructed. "The color will scare the dragon away." The fisherman did as he was told, and sure enough, the water was still. Once more, he never heard from the soul of the Qu Yuan again, and lucky for the fisherman, his net was always full. Today, dumplings made from sticky rice are wrapped in the leaf and tied with a colored cords. They are eaten on the day of the Dragon Boat Festival to honor Qu Yuan. Little children always wear bracelets of 5 different colors as a protection. After all, will you want a river dragon nibbling snack out of your hands? Secret wishes are saved for the night of the Moon Festival, 中秋节. It is celebrated around mid-September, on the 15 days of the 8th lunar month, exactly in the middle of the autumn season. In North China, crop of wheat had been gathered, and in South China, rice has been harvested. As for the moon, it looked bigger, brighter, and closer to Earth. At this time of the year than any other, children like to ride along when the grain is taken to market. As day turns into night, they look up at the silver face of the moon and imagine all kinds of moon creatures until they fall asleep. Long, long ago, when you could pull the tail of a tiger or walk on a snake, there were 10 suns blazing in the sky. A man saved the world from burning by shooting down 9 of the suns with his bow and arrows. As a reward, the Queen Mother of the West gave this master archer a magic potion that would let him live forever. The archer carefully hid the potion until he felt he was worthy enough to drink it. One day, while he was away, his wife Chang'e noticed a mysterious glow coming from a corner of their house. She followed the beam of light, discovered the magic potion, and drank it. Just as she did this, the archer arrived home and saw Chang'e rising into the night sky. "Wait, do not leave," he cried. He started to chase after her, but she passed right by in front of him, looking about the size of a top. Chang'e flew straight into the night until she reached the moon. Oh my, such a still and silent place, she thought. Then there were forests of a cinnamon tree and dusty rocks everywhere. Suddenly Chang'e sneezed and coughed up the magic potion. It changed into a jade rabbit, as misty white in color as a pale and silvery moon. The smiling rabbits hopped over to Chang'e and began to prepare the secret recipe for long life with a glow from the cinnamon tree. All day long, the rabbit kept Chang'e company, humming and singing as he ground the magic ingredients, and he still does right up to this very day.